Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. I am out of the studio, I am in the garden. It's my happy place this, I'll be honest. It is where I love to cook, out in the garden. I've got the view, I've got the fells out there, the sun on my back. The dog's pottering around, aren't you, Pip, somewhere? Emily's in the shade, she wants a drink. So I thought we'd kick off with a little summertime mojito. But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see it, it's going to be a non-alcoholic one today because it's still a bit early for us. So we're going to start. I've got some Moroccan mint. Okay, now if you are in the market for buying some mint for the garden, go to a garden centre and look for Moroccan mint because it's beautiful. It's much stronger than garden mint and it makes amazing Moroccan mint tea. But we're going to make a mojito today. So I've kind of bruised it up a little bit. Just sort of rub it in your hands and that'll start to release the flavour. So just give it a little rub like that. And then 1 whole lemon. Let's cut that in half. I've got some lovely big glasses with big ice cubes in here. And then I've got my lemon juicer. So half a lemon each. Can you see this all right, Emily?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could easily add some white rum if you wanted to. But to be honest, it's one of those great drinks. It can be alcoholic or non-alcoholic, doesn't matter.
It's a nice refreshing one, isn't it?
Okay.
Could you use like any just to like jazz it up a bit? Could you use, is there other citrus fruits that you could maybe add to it?
Yeah, you could add a bit of lime to it as well, a bit
Yeah.
of grapefruit, whatever takes your fancy. I mean, lime's generally with mojito, isn't it? But
yeah.
because I wanted to mix it with ginger beer, for me, lemon and ginger work
Yeah,
slightly
it's
better
kind of a classic,
than
isn't
lime
it?
and ginger. But all we've got in there is lime juice, mint, Moroccan mint, and a little squidge of honey. Tiny amount, not much. Like half a teaspoon, if that. And then top her up with ginger beer. There we go. And that one. And there we go. We'll give it a little stir. And Emily, you can edit the programme while I cook. And if you could pass this one to Emma.
Yep.
That will start the programme off in a good way, I think.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you want the recipe, it'll be a short one. Just scan the QR code along the bottom. It'll take you straight to masterclass.co website. That's where my sponsor's website is and keeps all my recipes there and information about all the equipment that I use on my programme. What do you think?
Very nice.
Good. Right, so let's get on. I want to make the most amazing barbecued Caesar chicken salad, okay? So we're going to barbecue our bacon and our chicken, all right? So let's get the grill open. First off, I've got streaky bacon, all right? For me, it's always smoked. I love smoked bacon. And just lay it straight on the grill. There's something, have you ever had barbecued bacon, Emily?
Do you know what? It's something that I've never had.
Why do we not barbecue bacon more? It is amazing. It is so, so nice. So, let's just lay it on there. No need for fat, no need for nothing. Just lay it on there, okay? I'm going to cook it all because we're going to nibble it. There might be a bacon sandwich tomorrow morning. So, if I get it done now, it's all cooked and ready. Yeah, bacon on the barbecue is a game changer, Emily. You need to try it. Okay, and then I've got a couple of chicken breasts here. So 2 will be plenty for what I want. And because we want everything to cook fairly quickly, it's quite important that the chicken is thin, okay? So we're actually going to butterfly it, okay? So these are skinless and boneless. Get your knife parallel. Can you see this all right, Emily?
Yeah.
Appreciate we're outside. Hand flat on top and then cut in, keeping your finger, your little finger and your thumb up and out of the way of the knife. And run it all the way along, and there you go. You've got 2 pieces of chicken, really nice and thin now. Same with this one. Thumb and little finger up and out of the way. Okay, There
Could
we
this
go.
be a recipe that you use maybe leftover chicken from yesterday?
You could do, yeah. Obviously, I mean, you're not going to barbecue it, but
No.
yeah, absolutely, for sure. So we'll get a little bit of oil onto our chicken because it's skinless and boneless, so that it's very lean. And then we'll get some pepper on there. The wind is going to help me there. And then nice sprinkling of sea salt on there. Okay, right. Let's move our bacon over. Nice. And then, so that oil side for the chicken, straight down on the grill. Okay. Let's just pop that on there. Now, in fact, I can pop those fillets on there as well. Now, if you want a little bit of extra flavour in your grill, if it's like white heat down there, you're not going to get masses of smoke, which is a good thing for heat. But if you want a bit of smoky flavour, take a bit of your oil, just drop it on there and you're going to get flames, which means you're going to get a bit more flavour. Don't go mad. Teaspoon on there will just give you a little bit, and as it drips down, means you get flame. But I'll close that for now. I'm going to wash this board because I want raw chicken gone, hands washed, board washed, knife washed, and I'll be straight back. Okay, so let's just check on this chicken and bacon. Now, can you get into there, Emily, and see on the grill? And now I haven't touched anything. I've not turned anything over. I want to get maximum flavour. And hopefully you can just kind of see the flames. That's the fat from the bacon. That's why we've used streaky bacon, to get the flavour in. And the chicken is almost cooked all the way through on one side. So you'll imagine the flavour and the colour on that side is good. So, I'm still not going to turn that over yet, but I'm just going to leave that there. We're going to make our Caesar salad, okay? And I want to make it all on this big, beautiful Maxwell & Williams plate. Okay, so we're going to start off with our mayonnaise, okay? So, you could make your own if you wanted to, but I wanted to just spend more time on the chicken and the Caesar and everything else like that.
We just put it on the chopping board, Pete,
yeah,
so
of
we
course.
can see it. Perfect.
So, a little bit of oregano. That'd be nice. I'm going to go Parmesan. We're going to do Parmesan twice, actually. We'll do it once in the sauce and then once on top. So I'm going to use this Masterclass plain. It's really, really good for this job. And then we've got some lemon zest and juice. So let's do zest first. So we get fragrance with zest, get acidity with juice. So the acidity and the juice will counter the richness of the oil and the Parmesan and things like that. So if I just cut that in half.
Could you make this dressing in separately and jar it, so you make a
definitely.
bit more than you actually need?
But I think what's quite nice about this is while that's cooking, make this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's one of those recipe combos that works really well because it's not like that's going to take hours and then you do this.
Yeah.
Do them at the same time. At the end of it, you've got this amazing dish. Okay, so that's the juice of a lemon. Okay. Let's wipe my hands. I'm going to add a little olive oil to it because this is going to be a dressing. And then anchovies. What are your thoughts on salted anchovies, Emily?
Well, you've kind of...
Are you a convert?
Yeah, you've converted me with the recipes that you've put it in. I'm not as afraid of them as I used to.
They are an amazing ingredient to use. Love them on pizzas. My absolute favourite. Anchovy, olive and caper pizza all the way. If you are a ham pineapple pizza person, switch off now. It's unacceptable in my opinion.
I never believed anybody that said, like, it's literally... it's not fishy, it's just saltiness.
It's just umami and deep and full of flavour.
And I never believed anybody until I actually tried it in a recipe, and I didn't even realise you put them in.
Yeah.
But the flavour wouldn't have been there without them.
No, it's one of those. It really is. It's a flavour bomb. You know, it just like hits it and it's just like, oh my goodness, where did that come from? So, mix that together. Lemon juice, olive oil, Parmesan, anchovies, anything else in there? Lemon juice. There we go. I'm just going to add a touch more olive oil just to loosen this out because we want it as a dressing, not a sauce, yeah? So it needs to be a little looser. And the great thing about these plates is you can just make the dressing on this plate make everything in this plate and on it, and then it just will coat everything when you just start building it up then. Okay, so that will do for the minute. Let's get some bacon. Now, I've not actually turned this bacon over at all, but look at it, it's crispy on both sides without even turning it. Oh, it looks good.
Smells really good.
Do you want to try some bacon off the barbecue, Emily?
Yeah, please.
I know you do. I know. Right. Let's just put that to one side. I've got some bread here. We're going to make some croutons. Barbecue croutons, though. Okay, so it's just a bit of bread dough that I had left over. I've just baked it off. Okay. Hello, Pip. Pip's allowed to wander around now, aren't you? Hey? Come see me. You come and say hello? Come on. Look. Look. Come on. There you go. Look, everyone wants to see you, don't they? Don't get to see you very often, do they? Little tip for you. Right, we're going to make this bacon croutons. Squash your bread on the bacon and get the flavour off it, yeah? And then we're going to grill it. This is just... And it's a salad.
I know.
So it's healthy. Ish. Right. Let's get that bacon off. That bread on. Now I'm going to turn the chicken over, okay? And only now. And because we haven't... It's nearly cooked. Because we butterflied it, we made it thinner. It's almost cooked, all right? So let's just close that down. Now, if you want today's recipes, scan the QR code along the bottom. It will take you to masterclass.co. Now, Masterclass are my sponsors. They help me make this program every week for you guys to watch. They make amazing kitchen equipment. Pans, pots, utensils, knives. And we work with those guys during the week to create loads of recipes and marketing material and food images and things like that. And then we also create this show, which puts everything into context, allows you to see us using the kit. The kit is really, really good, I promise you. It is well worth looking into. So, bacon. Oh, Emily, you want to try some bacon?
Yeah.
Here, try barbecued bacon.
Oh. What a day.
I know. Pip will follow you intently.
Oh.
Carlos has got hay fever, so if you heard some sneezing, it's Carlos's hay fever.
Oh. That's good. That's next level bacon.
Next time you have a bacon sandwich,
Yeah, I'm cracking up, yeah.
get the barbecue on. Right. Good, huh?
Yeah.
Right, we'll move that and just scatter a little bit, not all of it, half of it, yeah? You don't want it all covered. Right, let's have a little look at what our bread's doing. So we'll grill our bread, that's toasting up nicely. Chicken is cooking. Now what I'm going to do is bring a piece of chicken out, okay? Let's talk temperatures, okay? A lot of people get scared by chicken, especially on the barbecue. I use a probe, a digital probe. This is Taylor. You can get this on cookserveandenjoy.com. Having a digital probe means that you can tell exactly what's going on in the center of that. And if you are cooking chicken, 75 degrees Celsius is the golden figure. If it's core temperature, so the center of it is above 75, you are good to go. Whether it's barbecue, oven, frying pan, whatever it is. So I would highly recommend getting yourself one of these because it just takes all the guesswork out of it. So I go in at a horizontal angle and it means I get core temperature. And what have I got? 84.7 degrees Celsius. And that's the thickest part of the chicken right in the center. That is cooked. Okay? What do you reckon, Pip? Ready? Oh. It's cooked. Pip's approved. Right, so let's just move the chicken onto here. We'll let that rest for a minute. We are almost ready to go. They're like a Caesar salad, Emily.
I do, yeah.
Do
but
you?
Sometimes you get them and they're just not fresh. I feel like this is going to be a really fresh,
Yep.
crunchy. It's got texture.
I hope so, yeah, for sure. So, what we'll do is we'll take the chicken and we're just going to cut it into strips. This is a family serving of Caesar salad, okay? The idea is that it's like all the effort is there and then just back. These plates are perfect for just putting in the middle of the table. They're big, they've got a massive surface area. I love them, they're brilliant. They're by Maxwell and Williams, and you can get those on Cook, Serve and Enjoy as well. So, oh yeah, that's good. So slice it all up, nice and thin, and then the surface area means that everything starts to then soak into the dressing, all right? There we go. Chicken, bacon, Caesar, dressing, beautiful. It's looking good, isn't it, Pip? Eh? Romaine lettuce, okay? I think this one's the best one for it.
Oh, you're going to have some debates on how you pronounce that then.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What would you call it?
Call it a romaine lettuce.
Romaine. Romaine, I would call it. I don't know why. I'm from the south. Emily's a northerner. They don't eat lettuce up here anyway. It's not got legs, they don't eat it. Right, cut it down the middle long ways, okay? And then we cut it into quarters long ways. Keep that core on there and it holds them together. So I've cut at half and then just lay it on, yeah?
Is there any other lettuce leaves that you could use?
You could use baby gem, or jam, as you might say. Baby gem lettuce is good. There's the boys in the RAF passing.
That was a big one, that.
Okay. And I've done that on the same board that I chopped all the bacon and all the chicken on, because there's just loads of flavour and juices on there. All right. Okay, so we're going to start to just kind of move it about. You probably want me to go on here now, don't you?
Yes, please.
I thought you might.
Don't forget about your bread.
I'm all right. I'm on it. Don't worry. Turn the bread over. So it wants to be nice and crunchy. If you haven't got barbecue space, chuck it in the toaster. It's okay. I'll let you. And then we're just going to move everything around. Okay. Give it a little salad turn. There we go. This is going to be a good salad, and it's not often I say that. Salad and good in the same words. I'm not a massive salad fan, but I think this is going to be a good one. Okay, right. Let's check this bread. So it's just starting to toast nicely. There we go. So what we'll do now is we'll just chop the bread into little pieces. And let's not forget, this bread is soaked in all those lovely little bits of bacon fat. So, you know, it could only possibly taste good, this, couldn't it? And don't use like super soft fresh bread. Use the old stuff. If ever you have old bread, chuck it in the freezer for a rainy day. Okay? It's good. Really good. Right, get rid of that. Okay. Almost finished for the ultimate barbecue Caesar salad. Little black pepper, not a lot. Yeah. Tiny little bit of olive oil for sort of silkiness. All right, because I just think it gives it a really nice, and that's good extra virgin olive oil. And then we finish it with Parmesan. The wind will scatter it for me. Look at that. There we go. That is my ultimate barbecued chicken Caesar salad. So for this recipe, I thought I'd show you how to make some amazing pita breads. Here's how I do it. It's super easy. now that you've got your pita breads, I'm just going to warm mine up on the barbecue while we make a delicious dip. Now, whipped feta, okay? Seems to be all the rage at the moment. You see it everywhere. I thought I'd show you how to make it. It's really, really easy. So I've got a block of feta cheese. Have you had whipped feta before?
I don't think I have.
Have you not?
I feel like you've talked about it, but I've never.
We bought it the other week when we were in Centre Parks. We bought it as a dip, and it was delicious. It was a crowd pleaser. Everyone was after it. You know, when you get around the table and everyone finds that really amazing thing, and it just moves all around the table and takes forever to get to you. So, block of feta and some ricotta cheese, equal amounts, I would say. So let's pop that in there. You could also use mascarpone as well if you wanted to. And you could use a little bit of creme fraiche. And just get a whisk in. If the feta is at room temperature, it will just whip together, all right? Really quick. It breaks down and it just becomes nice and creamy. So it's not just sort of salty and sour, you know, like feta can be.
And feta, it's kind of a good like hub for so much flavour.
Yeah. So there we go. That's it. That's whipped feta done. Super easy. Now, with all things masterclass, we like to make things just that little bit better. So I thought I'd make something to drizzle on the whipped feta. And we're going with honey. So you've got sort of sour and salty and sweet. So some runny honey, 4 tablespoons. And then we're going to add a little bit of garlic. Now, if you're using a plain like this, you don't actually need to even peel the garlic. You can just grate it like this. Can you see that all right, Emily?
Yeah.
Are you missing your studio lights?
I'm getting a nice tan while we're out here, but it's a little bit warm. But
garlic straight out. I feel it like might be a bit of after sun, to be honest, this evening.
Yeah.
Okay, so red chilli. We're going to remove the seeds, so we get rid of the heat. Okay, and then just cut it into matchsticks.
Could you use chilli flakes in this? Or
You could, yeah. Use less though, because when it's dried, it's stronger. Fresh is kind of, it's a bit fruitier.
Yeah.
Fresh chilli. It's not just heat. You've got that kind of nice tang as well to it.
Because when you add a little bit of chilli flakes, you don't think you've added a lot, but
yeah.
you know it.
Well, because they're dried, they become more intense. So, chilli flakes. There we go, that'll do. And you can put as little or as much in as you like. Obviously, if you don't like a lot of heat, don't put much in. You don't even have to put the chilli in if you don't want to. There we go. Right, and then a bit of lemon juice to sort of counterbalance the sweetness from the honey. So the juice of half a lemon, in it goes. If you like it much tangier, add more lemon in, that's okay. And then we're just going to stir that together. This would be amazing, just glazed on a bit of barbecue chicken, actually. Ooh, honey, lemon, chilli, garlic. Be really good, that. Really nice. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper in. I'm not going to put any salt in because the feta is naturally quite salty. So we've got our whipped feta.
I'm really intrigued by this.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're going to, in the name of being professional, you're going to try it, are you? Is that what you're trying to say?
Absolutely.
Right.
There's no being professional about it.
I'm having that.
Yeah.
Right, let's turn these pitas over. Really easy pita breads. The secret to it is if you've got a baking stone, put that baking stone in the oven, get it really, really hot, and then don't take the baking stone out of the oven, take the pita breads and put them on the stone in the oven, and then you get that lovely rise and that pocket, and they become pita breads with pockets that you can fill with lots of lovely stuff. If you really want to go for, like last few episodes ago on the other barbecue episode we did, if you scan the QR code along the bottom, it will take you to masterclass.co. You'll find a recipe where we did a beer can chicken. So we roasted a whole chicken on the barbecue with a beer can open inside it, and it was all delicious. It's steamed, and we served it with a red pepper tarragon mayonnaise inside the pita breads. It was absolutely delicious, wasn't it? Really, really good. So you should try that one. However, let's get back to whipped feta. Now, can you see it all right on this white plate, or do I need to change it?
You should be okay because your shadows.
Sure, I can change it to a black plate if you want.
No, we're all good.
All right, okay. So, take your whipped feta onto a plate and just using the back of a spoon, just spread it out so you've got a nice, decent surface area. All right, now I'm using this Maxwell Williams plate because I've got a bit of space there for my pita breads. Okay. Is the sun playing havoc with my shadows?
A little bit, but
yeah, I thought it might be.
It's all good.
It's all right. Embrace the outside when
Absolutely.
cooking. Right. Now take your honey and your lemon, chili, garlic, and just drizzle it on there. So when you get a dip, you're going to get a lovely little kiss of sweetness, the sour, the heat. It's going to be delicious. Okay.
This looks really good.
I'm going to take a few little sprigs of mint. Just a few. Just pop those on there, just for a little bit of fragrance. Yeah? Feta and mint, they are good combinations of flavours. Take your pita breads. Okay, so they've just warmed through. They don't want to be too soft if you're doing dippers, all right? They need to have a little bit of crunch about them. I actually think making the pita breads the day before you're going to serve this is a good move, because then you can just warm them back up on the barbecue, and they've got enough rigidity. Is that a word?
Oh, that's a good
rigidity?
word. Yeah.
I think it is a word, isn't
I'll
it?
take it as a word, yeah.
Yeah. If it's not, put it in the comments below, but I think it might be. But there you go. That is how to make the most delicious whipped feta with honey laced with lemon juice, chili, garlic, mint and black pepper, served with homemade pita breads. That, my friends, is how you barbecue. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure if you want any of the recipes, scan the QR code along the bottom, like, share and comment this video, spread the love around, let everyone know what you're watching, and make this delicious recipe.